Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 35, Week 13, with your hosts, myself, Leewood.
Nicolas Taylor.
Simon Wood.
Let's take a look at what happened around the league this week.
You got the week number right. That's the main takeaway.
I didn't have it up on my screen at all, so I could actually read it. So, start off with the GFL.
Doesn't stop you getting it wrong.
So, Rivets beating the Raiders in a game that we thought might have been a little closer.
Nah.
Well,
Dumb.
I think Simon shut down us saying that it might have been closer. We were just wishful thinking more than anything else.
Nobody overturns the Dark Lord.
And the Rockets beating the Heroes, so both of the home teams winning here.
Yeah, pretty standard week.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. But kind of, I say kind of as expected because Simon predicted them both to win, whereas I have no clue what's going on in Energy. And I predict them both to lose, so there you go.
Fair enough. So, let's take a look forward to the bowl.
Oh, no logos at all. This is disgusting.
Disgusting.
Dave Russell only has 23 career wins.
Only 23 career wins.
Yeah, it's a bit on the broken side.
72 bowls.
But 11 Super Bowl rings.
Well, if you just got to win a ring every other win, right?
So about 50% of his wins have been in the Super Bowl. He doesn't play any other time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Missed a bowl.
This saves a bit of effort, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Cut down on the games.
To be fair, it would make the game a bit better if just put Dave Russell into like the end of the playoffs and don't worry about the rest of it. What's the point? It's a bit like the Big Sky. Just shut it down and give Conrad a win each week.
Whoa. Big Sky was exciting this week.
Is that the lead in Russia, Gonzalez? It is. 2 C's on their biggest running back.
CC.
And the biggest running back of the Rockets has a C. So we've got 2 injured star running backs here.
But the Rivets running back has been injured the whole playoffs.
With 2 C's?
Yeah, he had 2 E's or something, or 2 D's.
Oh, okay.
Was that the other guy?
That was Gonzalez. He's been banged up for ages.
Yeah, Grau's got an E.
Oh, he's lost his other one. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
That's the interesting bit. It's a double.
I don't know if he's a starter or anything, but
I think he was playing, wasn't he? Yeah, that was his starting running back this week. That'll make for a much more interesting game than it would otherwise be.
lots of injuries.
Lots of injuries here. So this one's a tough one to call. Well, the Rockets have some form of passing attack.
The last time they played was last season, so quite a while ago.
But I mean, it's that time where we bring out the old stamps.
I do like the last meeting was last season, but the series record is 0-0.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The stats on the website are not broken at all.
We know they're broke,
Yeah.
and it's not on their list of things to fix.
Yeah, they should fix the coach with no name first.
So I'm definitely going with the Wraiths, just because I think it's difficult. If there wasn't an injury to the Rockets running back, I probably would go with the Rockets with the injuries, but I think Dave Russell will still find a way to win.
I'm slightly disgusted that we're doing it on this screen.
Okay, we go back. Oops. Clear prints, close annotation. I'm going to do it on the screen. Okay.
It'd be interesting to see whether the star fitted in the right place. Change screens. It'd have been pretty close, I feel. I'm way behind. I'm going Rockets. Go Rockets.
Team Rocket?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
I'll continue my streak of 0 predictions correct in the GFL.
Never bet against the Dark Lord.
okay, on to the Atlantic.
Spicy week in the Atlantic. Bam.
Bam. Avalanche smashing the heroes and the Snow Bears eking out a win versus the Outlaws.
Yeah.
Both the away teams winning.
Yeah, exactly. The Avalanche look good, I have to say. I really like the look of the heroes this season, and winning that, putting up that many points was pretty big.
I think if the games are close enough, we can then take a look at the GFL one to one that close.
Yeah, heroes just stopped playing for the last quarter. Pack it in, guys. We're done here. Oh wait, there was another quarter. Yeah, I think the Avalanche just showed that last quarter was just showed their quality through.
And in a passing led offense, the Bath Snow Bears managed to just outpass.
Yeah, it was a good game. Could he, as I've commented, apparently could have gone either way. So yeah, that was an exciting game.
Okay.
And because Simon keeps betting against Lee winning, Lee keeps winning. I'm purely putting it down to that. No other reasons at all.
That's accurate.
So these guys last met many moons ago.
So 8 seasons ago. All right. How are we looking on the injury front for these? D at worst. Hill's got a B. Should be fine.
Hill's got a B. Center, corner.
Actually surprised the spread's given the Snow Bears the win, but there you go.
This is close. Also, I love the name of that inside linebacker. Tree
Fitty. Not sure if I named that one or not.
That's a damn you Loch Ness monster.
Probably a college player with a stupid name like that. That is the kind of name I would give to players.
Very true.
This is a tough one.
I'm going Avalanche for this one.
I mean, it's a tough one. I want to go Avalanche as well. That's only because I know slightly more about their roster.
You can you can give Johnny all the props on the naming of Tree Fiddy. That is a Stevenson special.
There you go.
For that, he gets a heart.
Triple Avalanche. Sorry, Lee, you're gonna lose.
Well, Simon's back the Avalanche, so Lee's winning. That's how this works.
Let's move on to the
Riveting
League. That should be a good game. Definitely looking forward to that one.
This was a game of the week.
This is a game that I think we're going to spend a little bit of time looking at.
Why? Tom's offense was amazing. Conrad's team was shit. His special teams won in the game. Like, what more do we need to say?
It's not wrong.
Yeah, Tom had a valiant effort to beat the big bad wolf, and the big bad wolf just returned it into the end zone, or near to the end zone. Was it like 60, 70 yards per return? That's stupid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Average 63.
Enough special teams.
They need an offense when you got special teams. But to be fair, you're also not going to put up that many numbers because you haven't got to move the ball very far. So it makes like analyzing the game a lot harder.
True.
Yeah,
well, it was like it was one with the last the last scoring play was the Rivets, right?
It was, yeah.
In the last minute of the game.
It's pretty damn close.
Yeah, they scored a touch. Beverly scored a touchdown in the 58th minute, and then they obviously returned the kickoff to like the 2-yard line. Obviously, sorry, 28-yard line.
Might show a bit of weakness in the old Rivets.
Yeah.
We might be happier next season. Until people trade them a bunch of shit this season.
True.
Stop trading with the Rivets.
Giant Hornets winning.
Everyone loves the Giant Hornets.
Hornets won fairly comfortably. That looks so skewed.
It really does. It's swarming Giant Hornets are swarming over the screen. So they met in the bowl 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't very close, if I remember correctly.
49-13. What do the injuries look like? Never lost. DT.
What you wanted was a big
3
injury
DT
to return on.
injuries. Yeah.
That's what you really wanted. Yeah. I don't know how deep that goes, but
Rivets Rivets have an active streak of 60 games.
never ending. Never ending. Oh.
It's an interesting one.
All the injuries are on starters for the Rivets. I can tell you that.
3 DTs.
Well, they're all injured when they're playing as starters.
Well, both teams are going for the perfect record.
Problem is,
Hornets.
the Giant Hornets don't have a bloody run line game, right?
Whoa!
If they had that, it
Tripson.
was.
Did you
He count
see
as
how
run
many-
line?
Did you see how many running touchdowns he got?
Trips and the wide receiver.
Tripson, I have ran in 3 touchdowns this week.
Not having DTs, if you're relying on pass pressure from the defensive line, that might help.
You can't pass pressure Tripson.
Exactly.
It makes for an interesting game, I guess.
I want to go with the Hornets just because why not?
My heart says Hornets. My head says Rivets. That's where I'm at.
What are you listening to, the heart or the head?
Good question. Rivets, I'm afraid. As much as I want to choose the Hornets.
Sorry, Colin. It's the Rivets.
Next season.
Hey,
It's going to be Packers swarming Giant Hornets.
on to the Continental. Badgers.
Barnstorming game.
Badgers.
Eagles nearly had it.
And Westies keeping business as usual and getting a win against the Ravens.
That's a game worth looking at.
Is it?
Yeah.
We'll take a look at it then. Anguta doing Anguta things. No Strom. Disappointing.
It's very disappointing.
Mm.
The reason he gave up so many points is because Strom wasn't on either field.
Look how many rushing yards there are. Like 562.
All of the rushing yards.
11 yards a carry. First
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
First down.
First down.
First down. Ah, should we go for another first down? Yeah, why not?
Mind you, Brewer had 10.5 for
True.
the Eagles as well.
Yeah, he's 7, Should have given him the ball more.
Yeah.
I assume it's probably 6 for nothing and then 1 for 72 or something. At a guess.
Yeah,
Is
could be.
this the game over offense, game over defense kicking in?
Probably.
So why is this worth a look then, Simon?
Both teams only decided to turn up for half each.
Oh, that game's not worth a look. It was the other one that was worth a look.
Oh, I thought you said the Westies game was worth a
No.
look.
Screw Gary winning stuff. Let's just part that.
I mean, that game was over at half time, the Westies game.
So they met last season and the Westies eked out a win just. We're not marking up on this page, Simon. So the Badgers have a guard injured, and the Westies have DT, Ivy.
Not a huge amount of injuries there.
No.
Shouldn't really
Westies
affect
with
the
a
game too
spread of
much.
1. No. So it's the number 1 defense versus the number 1 offense.
Big game.
Very big game.
Big game.
So Gary's only given up 580 yards rushing this year, and that's the 4th best in the league.
Yeah, but who has he faced and all of that?
His division is
True, yeah.
hugely strong.
So
That's not to say he hasn't done a good job. It's been pretty impressive in the playoffs, though.
smiley face for the Badgers there.
I'm gonna go Westies. Their defense is gonna do it.
On to the deltoids. Bam. Kendall winning a Barnstable. Hashtag bring back strong. 2 close, very close games there.
Yeah.
Overtime win for the Kendall Meister. Just looking for Kendall's first comment.
There's a few comments.
Jesus Christ, what a game.
You want my first comment?
Who needs a quarterback anyway?
His quarterback got demolished in the injuries.
Okay.
Called it, Lee. Called it. Been calling it for weeks. Kendall will win if we get a big injury. We'll find out how big it is. The fact that he hasn't been raging would suggest that he's got a backup of a decent level.
It's easier to have a backup quarterback than it is a backup running back.
That is true.
But yeah, overtime. It's with 4 turnovers as well.
Mm. Pretty good game.
Yeah, good game. And then the Hoff getting things done. As I said,
the comeback
Hoff
nearly
would.
happened. Did you see how this game finished? It was beautiful.
Get it to play by play. Lee.
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, what, on the old P by P?
Yeah, it's classic. Well, probably exactly the opposite of classic.
So classic, I didn't want to load correctly.
Yeah. So here's the comeback. 10-16. Here you go. They get their touchdown. Oh,
Take the lead.
kickoff. Returned. Yeah. Getting there. Bam! Safety. Interception into a safety.
That's how you win a game in style. And that's how the Hoff does it.
If you're watching it like play by play, and you see 13 yards intercepted by McKinney, you must be like, yes, we've done it. And then the next play, safety is like, oh, brutal.
And then they get a strip fumble.
Yeah.
And throw an interception.
How would you end up with a safety on a fucking sweep play?
Just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's some impressive defense right there.
On their own 5-yard line as well. So
a 6-yard loss on a sweep is not unheard of, but yeah.
Oh, but yeah, it's just.
But that's got hit home a little bit hard. That one. I'm just watching them through. Rough.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
So let's look forward to the bowl. Hoogs versus Copperheads.
I think we know what Simon wants.
The Copperheads. Look, it was over the Copperheads there.
Screw you.
So they met season 13. Okay.
It's been a while.
It's a D injury to the QB.
Yeah,
Patch him
boy.
up, send him out. Oh, I kind of like the look of the Copperheads. That's a big spread for a bowl game.
It's
It's
the
a
big
big spread. I was told that Tatlock would be injured before this game. Should I submit a bug report?
I would have called it the top play.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a tough game, but
I'm already.
Screw the spread.
I've gone Copperheads.
going Copperheads, Nick.
Yeah.
That's because Nick hasn't, spoken to Kendall directly. He's seen change his tune if he actually had a word with Kendall.
I've been back in the Cougars for a while, so
I saw the scraggly beard, and I was like, nah.
The playoff bid. Okay, let's look at the Empire. Strom lose. High Hunters lose. What the hell's this?
Do you mean the pop
Bulls
rivets?
turned it on in the second half. I think the first half was pretty close between the High Hunters and the what was this, Jackson.
Let me take a quick look at both.
Kings made a big comeback in quarter 4.
Jesus, yeah.
Just a bit.
Yeah. So fairly consistent from the Storm, and then Kings did the business.
He was giving him the business.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so-
they just got completely shut out in the second half.
Yeah, like 21 all at half time, and then second half was just domination nation from the Birmingham Red Bulls.
Nation of domination.
This is where if you had Postman Pat on your roster, you could bring him on at half time.
Yeah,
Get the ball
and he
moving
would
again.
And Pat
he
doesn't
would
deliver though.
deliver you the win, unless it's overseas at the minute.
Unless he works for Royal Mail.
There's no strikes at the moment. It's all right.
Yeah, but you can't send into nationally still.
Oh no.
Red Bulls Kings.
5,600 passing yards this season for the Kings.
It's just a few.
Yeah.
And no injuries to the Kings as well.
1 point spread. That's what I'd like to see. A 1 point spread. I think this game's going to be really close.
Yeah, this game potentially is going to overtime, isn't it?
Oh, it's going to be. It's the hardest one to call, I would say.
I'm going to go with the Red Bulls, but I don't feel as confident as I normally do about the Empire games.
The problem is the Kings are like a really good deep passing only team, and it'll either be shit or bust.
I'm going to go with the Kings.
Purely going with it because the Kings have lost a game this season and the Red Bulls haven't.
Fair enough. Right, so
Not a fan of the old no running game.
So as we saw last week, we had fairly close week 1 in terms of our predictions. Week 2, Simon smashed us all.
Mm-hmm.
Week 3, me and Simon doing well. I managed to clean sweep the A, B, C, and D, which I'm happy about. Got the E completely wrong.
I only care about the E. Well, the rest doesn't matter.
And if we look at the table, me and Nick are vying for second place. Simon can't be caught.
We're talking about it's 5 points a win this round.
Okay, great, perfect. If I knew that, I would have just chosen the opposite team to Simon in a lot of the bowl games.
That would have made sense.
Simon
So
can't quite do the.
I'm
old
I'm
first in
leading the
everything.
A. Nick and Simon are tied on the C and E, and Simon seems to know the G, B, C, D, and E pretty well.
I've told you I know the B. What you do is you delete all the other teams and just choose the rivets.
Yeah,
It's quite simple.
not wrong.
Just proving that strategy works.
Anything else before we draw to a close?
No, it's actually been a really good postseason. I've actually enjoyed watching all of the leagues play by plays. So
I concur with that.
looking
And
forward to Friday.
I'll give Johnny and Colin some love. Number 2 and number 3 best viewers. But you got a long way before you knock Jez off the top. Jez number
Jez
1
is always in there. First thing.
You can't beat Jez.
Still got a little bit of that Postman Pat delivering the first comment.
He is the embodiment of Postman Pat, obviously.
And with that, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye and good luck.